Oh boy. I find this strange, this whole phenomenon with what's going on with this movie. So, it's doing well domestically. But what I don't get is worldwide, it's not doing well. The domestic box office and Cosmic Book News and the international box office. Like, what matters is the entire worldwide box office. Like, I don't understand why we keep seeing these puff pieces, if you will. Like, oh wow, it's past this at the domestic. They keep saying domestic, keep saying domestic, keep saying domestic, keep saying domestic, over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm just like, what matters is the entire box office. It feels like they're really trying to make it look like, I guess, a huge success. But it's saying here that even though it has passed Batman v Superman at the domestic box office, it's like 1 million something more. I don't know, it could be more by now. It's lost over half of the audience of Zack Snyder's films. So let me see what this article is talking about here. James Gunn's Superman has now passed Batman v Superman at the domestic box office, earning $331 million compared to Batman v Superman's $330 million. The headline, made the rounds over the weekend, with some outlets calling it the highest grossing Superman film ever domestically. Told you, domestically. Saying it right there. But as several movie watchers pointed out on X, the number hides the reality. Higher ticket prices are doing a lot of the work. That's true. That's true. In terms of actual tickets sold, Superman is far behind its predecessors. And I guess that would mean probably almost all of them. Worth pointing out is that the shills that run the DC Cinematic subreddit have locked the post and aren't allowing fans to comment. We've put up the post in our own Reddit that isn't censored. Update. The Superman digital release has been moved up early, only 35 days after release. It's been moved up now. Are they talking about it being moved back? Grok breaks down the numbers. In the thread on X, user Ben W noted that in 2016, Batman v Superman sold an estimated 159 million tickets worldwide. By comparison, Superman has only sold around 67 million. 67. That's roughly 47% of Batman v Superman's audience. Wow. Okay. Grok X's built-in AI confirmed the math. Batman v Superman, 874 million worldwide, 146 to 159 million tickets sold. Average ticket price at the time was $5.50 to $6 adjusted. Superman 2025, 579 million worldwide, 64 to 67 million tickets sold. Average ticket price $8.64 to $9. That's a 43 to 46% audience drop. Wow. So, I think that this is, in my personal view, I think that this is a combination of things. I think that people are burnt out on everything that these companies have been doing. And Disney which is the main face of superhero movies at the moment, because they put out the most and had the big $1 billion movies all the time and this and that. They have soured people's tastes to go see these types of movies. Like I said, some people call it superhero fatigue, which I do not believe is real. But what I believe is at the root is that it's woke movie fatigue, bad movie fatigue, sucky movie fatigue. They have been destroying these IPs, and they have been destroying the faces of the movie industry at the moment, which are the superhero movies. So when someone says superhero fatigue, I just let it go. I don't really argue with them over it. I get it, because I know what's at the root of it. But the woke movies have made everyone hate everything. Putting the woke in it has made people not like, has given people action movie fatigue, scary movie fatigue, superhero movie fatigue, every movie fatigue. It's given every movie fatigue and every TV show fatigue and video game fatigue, just doing what they've been doing. So I think that's a combination of that, of people just, they don't want to see movies anymore. Some people say that movie tickets are too high. That could be a reason. Some people say that it's because it's Zach and Henry aren't back doing it. That could be a reason. I think it could be several reasons. However, I do know that if it was good enough, it would have done $1 billion. Okay, it would have done $1 billion. You know, so there are other movies that have come out, the superhero, that have done billions, and others that weren't, they have done billions post-COVID. Everyone's always talking about, oh, well, you can't compare. I think you can. It can be done. So, yeah, so let's see. So, Man of Steel comparison. User asked Grok to run the same comparison against Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. Man of Steel, 668 million worldwide, 112 to 122 million tickets sold. Average ticket price at the time, or adjusted, $5.50 to $6. Superman 2025, 64 to 67 million tickets sold. That's only 52 to 60% of Man of Steel's audience. Man. While the dollar totals might edge past Superman films domestically, the audience size is down. 55 to 60% of Batman v Superman and around 40 to 48% of Man of Steel. Also, in today's dollars, Guns Superman can't compete as Man of Steel nearly brought in $1 billion, and Batman v Superman over $1 billion. Guns Superman hasn't reached 600 million. Hasn't even reached 600 million. Won't match Man of Steel's 670 million box office without accounting for inflation, let alone Batman v Superman's 874.3 million. Well, Grok concluded superhero fatigue seems real. DC needs a reboot spark. James Gunn has argued the problem isn't fatigue but bad movies. And, I told you I agreed with him there. So it's what it is, folks. I know people are still fighting about this online. I have since pretty much put this to bed. If it ends up passing other ones, it passes them, but it doesn't seem like it's going to pass Man of Steel worldwide. But we'll just have to wait and see. And the fact of the matter is, with this being a domestic hit, kind of, that means we're going to get more of it. I just want them to make some changes, and I hope they do. I hope they make some changes so that I can sit through the next Superman movie without rolling my eyes 1,000 times at how goofy it is. The fact that they said that they removed a half hour footage because it was too goofy. What would my review have been then? If I'd seen, I want to see that director's cut so bad. If they come, I'm not watching it again ever. But if they do bring out a director's cut, I will watch that, because I will. I will have to see the comedy that they cut out. Oh man! Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you liked Superman, I'm fine with it. If you didn't like Superman, I'm fine with it. If you attack people for not agreeing with your opinions, I'm not fine with it. That makes you a very sorry person. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed what I talked about today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share.